Tracy McGrady going baseline and gives it to Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace in his second All-Star game.
He may be a star, but Ben Wallace is anything but an overnight sensation. His arrival in the spotlight is the product of hard work and a long journey.
I went to school at Virginia Union, small Division II school in Richmond, Virginia. I wasn't drafted. My first workout was with the Celtics. They had me playing the 2-3, if you can imagine that. Then, I played with Washington for 3 years. I traded to Orlando, played there for a year, and then I traded to Detroit.
The centerpiece of that deal was all-star Grant Hill, and Wallace was considered more of an afterthought. But that only made him more determined to succeed. All he needed was the opportunity.
No doubts about my ability to make it. I knew that, it was going to come a day, when I was going to have my time to shine.
But the Pistons were Ben's third team in 3 years, and he realized he would have to reevaluate his game if he hoped to make his mark in the NBA.
Inside for Fox. Oh, Jackie Walker with a great block by Ben.
This is the new and improved Ben Wallace.
Gradually, Ben began to pick up the nuances of the game, especially at the defensive end, and he worked relentlessly to master the blue-collar jobs of basketball, which became his trademark.
I learned to, slow my game down a little bit, learned to recognize little things on the floor that before, you took for granted. And now, as you get older, a little more mature, you learn to see things before they really happen on the floor. I think rebounding first start is with your vision. You see the ball go up, now you got to find out a way to get in there and get the ball. It's anybody's ball. If you want it, if you don't really have a heart and desire to get the ball, you're not going to get it.
Forecourt to Chucky, deep left to Stack, guns for three, it's long, but Ben has the rebound. Deep on the right to Chucky, guns for three, no, but Ben's got another rebound, back to Chucky. A triple try, deep right, it is down!
Blocking shots, it's just all about timing. Shot blocking come from, your teammate playing great defense. If it was just you standing on that basket trying to block a shot, you're going to get dunked on every time. But if your teammate playing hard defense, allow you to rotate, it's just about time and then just going up making a block.
Soon, Ben started gaining recognition for his ferocious defense, which evoked memories of the Pistons' suffocating championship teams of 1989 and 90.
The city itself is a city that built from blue-collar working. And everybody, tell me that I probably could have played on that team. To be compared, it's one of the great teams that ever played in the game. We'll take it. Compliment all day, we take it.
But along with his tireless work ethic, there's another reason why this hard-driving Piston is the perfect fit for someone playing in the Motor City.
Well, I, go down my basement, twinkle with the cars a little bit. It sort of relaxes me.
In some ways, Big Ben is just a big kid, as his teammates found out.
Well, my youngest boy, as soon as he get off the school bus, if Ben is outside, he thinks that's permission for him to stay outside. And so, we always tell him, you have homework first. And he's saying, well, what if Ben is gone inside, by the time I finish homework?
That was amateur driving right there.
Amateur.
Yeah, a couple times they, came over, run the doorbell, and asked my wife, can Ben come out and play?
And now, as much as Ben loves Detroit, fans are beginning to return the affection for a hard-nosed hero with a unique style.
Wallace with a tremendous block! Wow. The crowd loved that.
Oh, I love that too.
He averaged 7 points a game, and he's probably the most beloved player in the city.
One day, I was supposed to get my hair braided, but I wasn't feeling up to it. So I said, I'm just going to leave it out and see what happened. And the fans reacted, putting on the big wigs. They love it. Ever since then, they've been calling for it. So, I try to give the fans what they want.
Ben Wallace has done it the hard way. We're talking about a guy that was undrafted and has now made himself into the premier defensive player in all of basketball, and that's a remarkable accomplishment.
The 2002 NBA Defensive Player of the Year Award to our own Papa Ben Wallace.
these days, Ben has lifted the rest of his game as well. Yet despite his newfound stardom, he's never forgotten what got him there, remaining just as grounded as ever.
I get, the credit from my teammates, from coaching staff, and from the front office, the people that's there with me every day. They realize what I do for this team. All the other stuff, you just continue to work hard, continue to stay humble, and just go out and play the game. Those things usually have a way of taking care of themselves.